Welcome back to Warrior Wrestling's greatest matches. We start with number 44 on our countdown from Warrior Wrestling 6 on Labor Day weekend of 2019. Two stars who had each made a huge splash that summer faced off for the first time ever. One, the Murder Hawk monster Lance Archer, made his name in New Japan's G1 Climax tournament. The other, Alex Zayne, made a splash through GCW's incredible 4th of July event. The Warrior Wrestling team saw both of these guys in action and thought they need to face each other. And they did at Warrior Wrestling 6.
As I was preparing for this match, Rich, I really couldn't help but reflect on the way both of these men have risen to prominence in the last 3 months even, right? Alex Zayne, backyard wrestling match, huge spot. Lance Archer, he goes over to one of the most prestigious promotions in the entire world, New Japan Pro Wrestling. He gets entered into one of the most prestigious tournaments of all time, the G1 Climax. He gets to have the first match of the G1 in his backyard of Dallas versus Will Ospreay. Absolutely blows the roof off of the building, and here we are now, the backyard sensation versus New Japan's G1 star, and we are starting off here with some brutal blows.
Oh man, Archer's a big dude. I'm probably stating the obvious here, and like I said, since he came back from his injury, this is a brand new Lance Archer. There's been a fire that's been lit underneath this guy.
Well, and it's not just the injury here. You know, Davey Boy Smith Jr., his partner, his former Killer Elite Squad partner, now off. He's with MLW. He's no longer with New Japan Pro Wrestling. Lance Archer, I've talked to him, I've had long conversations with him about his desire to break out as a single star. And he is not going to let a little guy, a little flyer guy like Alex Zayne stand in his way from becoming the man he knows he can be.
I think Archer was going for that choke slam. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Whoa! Oh, man, I thought that Zayne was going to get launched.
I thought so, too. I thought if I was in the splash zone there, I'd have been ready.
Heads up. Here comes Zayne over the top.
Huge dive. I'll give him that. This kid's crazy.
Everybody gets flipped off.
Lance Archer here. He's now on the defense. This is not a position Lance Archer has really become too accustomed to being in here. Just such a powerhouse. What Zayne got in mind here. Uh-oh. Oh, and he's looking for...
Uh-oh. Oh, man.
Huge.
Wow. Wow.
Great job from referee Justin King checking on Alex Zayne there right now. Weird way he fell on that bottom rope. It's a very easy way to snap your spine, snap your neck, do a lot of damage.
I'll tell you what, the experience factor, I mean, that was on display moments ago. Zayne, oh, wait a minute here.
Get him out of there. Come on now, get him out the corner.
Oh, brutal. It's like a frying pan.
But as Zayne went into the ropes, Archer realized what he was doing and immediately hit the ropes in the opposite direction. Like somebody running a red light. And you talk about getting T-boned. You know, and good God.
And like you said, oh look, you're just upsetting him here, Zayne. I would cut that out. Heavy hit there. You know, Lance Archer, he's been around the block more than a decade plus, almost 2 here in the business, perfecting his craft. He's been in there, like you say, he knew exactly where to run at the right time in order to catch his opponent off guard. We mentioned Alex Zayne, he's been away. And look at Lance Archer like a cheetah or some other large cat waiting to stalk his prey.
Running shoulder tackle. Zayne is taking a heck of a beating here. Of course, Lance Archer, we talked about Killer Elite Squad, but of course one of the integral members of Suzuki-gun.
Yeah, that's right, Minoru Suzuki, one of the most dangerous wrestlers, I would say, of all time. I mean, when I think of scary professional wrestling. Oh!
Cover. 2 and a kick out.
But But when I think of scary professional wrestlers, I think of just scary men in general, I think of that silhouette of Suzuki, crazy mohawk, chair over his head, on the attack, and that's the kind of attitude that he's instilled into the man who he aligns himself with.
Archer's waiting for that opportunity to get that claw in there.
Yeah,
the EBD claw.
Yes, everybody dies, right?
Archer with the claw, the choke slam, and well, you get somebody that big, that aggressive, that angry, just laying. Look at those.
Who needs finishing moves? You can punch a
That's
guy.
it, just knuckles. Look at that fist. You imagine that? Imagine being Zayne right now and seeing that fist wind it up and right between the eyes.
Well, in Warrior Wrestling, you can have a clenched fist. You know, it varies promotion to promotion, but it's totally legal here in Warrior Wrestling. You want to ball that fist up, you want to lay it in, you can do it.
Yeah, you piece of Taco Bell shit. Get your ass up.
Is he talking trash on Taco Bell?
My God. Oh, high knee!
I don't think Zayne took too kindly to that.
Zayne had nothing else. He threw the knee up. Caught Archer in the chin. Archer trying to shake it off.
Put a little Doritos Locos on him there.
Archer might be bleeding a little bit. He looked like he was, the blood in his hand saying, are you kidding me?
Well, did you see that knee that Zayne threw at his face? I mean, Archer's a monster, but even monsters bleed, Rich.
Ooh. Oh, my God.
That'll break your jaw.
Ooh. Wow, Zayne stayed on his feet, fighting back.
I'm impressed by this kid.
Is it impressive or just crazy?
I'm impressed, Rich. You know, I am a big fan of Lance Archer. I love the way he works. I love the tenacity. You got to be a certain kind of special to be able to hang at this level with Lance Archer, that's for sure.
Running shooting star press, Zayne for the upset here tonight at Chicago out of 2.
And Archer here, I think he's in a little bit of disbelief. I think that he walked in thinking this is going to be an easy payday. I mean, you look at a guy like Alex Zayne, you hear backyard wrestler, you hear he's been away for a little while. Oh! It can be easy to look over a guy like that. Look past him on to the next thing, Rich.
Definitely can be. I had a chance to talk to Zayne earlier today. He's got a tour coming up in Japan. Oh, look out. Oh my God.
Right on the back of his head. That's an easy way to get knocked out, give yourself a concussion.
Zayne basically ran into a Uranagi.
Yeah.
Shut up!
You call it a Uranagi, I just call it assault. I don't know, you got hit. You got put down, Rich.
Zayne excited for his upcoming tour, but take a look at this. Is he gonna make it there? They're gonna be in one piece when it comes time to get on the plane and head to the Far East. Not if Lance Archer has something to say about it.
Maybe he can hit the Taco Bell, ask for a bag of ice after this. And very dangerous up here, Rich. Both men, neither wants to take that big fall.
Zayne perched up top. Whoa!
Oh, wow!
Double knees to the lower back. Upset 2-3.
And that one got me there, Rich. You know, you watch those double knees come down with that kind of velocity, goes right into your kidneys there, lower part of the back. Easy way to rupture an organ, start some internal bleeding. Really went for,
Looking for the claw, and Zayne knew it was coming. He is trying to outmuscle Archer. I don't know if that's going to work or not.
Whoa! I can't believe he was able to do it.
German suplex by Alex Zayne on Lance Archer, who's going to be at least 1.5 times his size.
Oh, at least, Rich.
And now Zayne going to the top again.
This is a bad idea. I'm feeling it.
Oh! That's like an easy step up for Archer.
Yeah, it was just a single step for him. But now he's got Alex Zayne in an extremely compromising position here. He knows he's out on his feet, up on the second turnbuckle. He's pulling him up here to the third, and now he's got him up in that fireman's carry.
Uh-oh. This may not end well for Alex Zayne.
Dropping like a bad habit.
Only a 2 count.
Very unique bit of offense there. Wasn't flashy, but you know it's got to get the job done. When you drop somebody right off the top of your shoulders there, almost from the 4th rope.
Oh my God, what a choke slam. Cover. Reversed by Zayne. 2-0.
Wow, what an upset that would have been.
I thought he had him there. Archer again. Looking for the pile driver. Nope, wait a minute. Buckle bomb instead on the very top of the turnbuckle.
And now now he's on the attack.
Crucifix. And he pulls him up by the hair.
I think this kid has gotten to Lance Archer. Oh, here we go. The claw.
The EBD claws enough to put it away. Everybody dies in tonight. That is Alex Zayne. Archer doesn't want to let go.
Don't let go, Archer. Let him know who's boss.
Hey you, are you a professional wrestling fan? Check out the High Spots Wrestling Network. Hours and hours of the best pro wrestling on the planet. Streaming on your phone, tablet, PC, and available on Roku. Thousands of videos, all the top indie promotions. So what are you waiting for, champ? Head over to www.highspotswrestlingnetwork.com and check it out today. Hashtag HSWN. It's the best $9.99 in the biz.
Next up is number 43, and this match was actually the #1 vote by Warrior Wrestling play-by-play commentator Rich Bocchini, because it is a fight. It features the debut of UFC's Filthy Tom Lawlor and the incredible British wrestler Chris Ridgeway. From Warrior Wrestling 5 in May of 2019, it's Lawlor versus Ridgeway.
Had an opportunity to call one of Chris's matches in the past into 5. This is a young man who has an MMA background himself. And he's got kicks that are absolutely deadly. As a matter of fact, some of the fans in the UK, they've taken to calling him the wild axe kick murderer. Look at this. You talk about grappling, in close striking. This is what we're seeing right here. We are seeing an MMA battle right here today in Chicago.
And you know what? This is already exactly what I was expecting. You know, these two hooked up, went right to the mat. This is going to be a game of chess. You know, this is not going to be a lot of flashiness, at least probably not in the beginning. Maybe if one man can wear the other down. It's not like I haven't seen Tom Lawlor do flashier moves, but I would anticipate a slow, concise, very specific type bout here. And look at that nice transition to the armbar there from Chris onto Tom, and Tom feeling that, you know, feeling his arm here like it's being dislocated from the socket in this moment. He's going to try to roll his way out of that, and now he's on top position here. Chris Ridgeway doing a great job keeping his legs wrapped around.
He's trying to grapevine the legs there, and Lawlor did a great transition out of that into what is like a standing figure 4. The shoulders are down.
I was going to say it's like an inverted figure 4 again, and look at that nice Chris now taking him with like a toe hold to the mat, and these two are just rolling around looking to get an edge.
Fans here appreciating it as well. I mean, this is a display of catch wrestling in many ways.
This is what you're not going to see in the UFC. Two men looking to test each other.
Oh.
And Chris Ridgeway challenging Filthy Tom. Oh, and look at that. Hit him in the chest and then cinched in that heel hook. Tom now looking for that figure 4 again.
These two are twisting each other up in all sorts of...
Come on. Huh? Go ahead, hit me now.
Lawlor kind of egging his opponent on.
It's all mind games here.
Ridgeway trying to apply a choke. Lawlor fighting back. Forearm smashes, and here come those strikes raining down.
Exactly what I was predicting earlier, you know.
Ridgeway. Shoulders are down, and Lawlor out at 2. Ridgeway steps outside the ropes for a moment to catch his breath.
I would too. You know, that's the thing.
High-paced action.
You know, it's so physically, you physically exert yourself so much being on the ground like that with a guy like Tom Lawlor, because you're having to be in control of every muscle in your body. You're constricting around your lungs. Your blood's moving so fast. You've got that adrenaline in you. It's so easy to get fatigued and blown up when you're in a bout like this.
Lawlor, the half crab, trying to get it seated in. And Ridgeway able to reach out, grab hold of the bottom rope, forcing Lawlor to break the hold, but some damage done as Ridgeway trying to get some feeling back in that left foot.
Now, if I'm Tom Lawlor here, and this match has been going, you know, largely 50-50 here, I wonder if you start to alter your strategy. Now, you see that leg there from Ridgeway. He's favoring that leg a little bit, so you know it's weak. I just wonder if you're Tom Lawlor here, if you're done playing the games, rolling around on the mat, and want to look for some, maybe some bigger blows.
Ridgeway's holding his own here against his former UFC star. He has to be careful here. His shoulders are down. See Ridgeway shifting his weight back and forth to make sure that both shoulders are not down on the mat for any extended amount of time. But now Lawlor, again, tying him up.
STF type of move here.
He's got that the legs pinned back, and now attacking the left arms, twisting and pulling, and wow.
Oh my goodness. It's like the human body was not meant to be bent like that, Rich. That is very painful to look at there.
Ridgeway able to slip free, and he's just trying to grab hold of Tom's left leg. It's exactly what he wanted to do and exactly what he has. Toe hold applied. Modified figure 4 on looks like a modified Indian deathlock into the modification of the STF.
Yeah, it was I was about to say tit for tat here. Man, those STF, when you see that foot go underneath the knee, you know, like Tom Lawler's legs are wrapped up right now, it just makes your kneecap feel like it's going to explode. You know, like having that wedged in there, having your knee bit in half like that, it feels like that patella is going to burst out of your leg.
You know, Ridgeway says, I'm not great at Twitter, I'm not comfortable with cameras. What I am great at is tapping people out and kicking people really bloody hard. We've yet to see any of those kicks connect as of yet, but take my word for it. When he gets kicking, it is quite a sight to see, but right now it is Lawlor delivering the boots to Ridgeway, who's just rolling around trying to get free. Oh, there's a stop right to the side of the skull.
And this is exactly what I was thinking from Tom.
Lawlor into the cover. Kick out at 2 by Ridgeway.
You've proved you can grapple. You've proved you can hang with this guy on the mat. It is time to really start laying those big blows here and working this guy. You know, really grinding him down here. Tom Lawlor picking him up piece by piece, but, you know, showing that he's willing to just show that explosive energy, just kick you right in the side of the head. Sometimes that's what you got to do. That's what it takes to get through a match with a guy like Chris Ridgeway.
Ridgeway able to hold on to the top rope. Lawlor attacking the left arm. Hammerlock with the leg, his own leg in there almost as a fulcrum.
Yeah, and again, you know, a lot like we were talking about with that STF, you know, the knee, the patella, like that's going to pop out of your body here. You know, again, the human body not meant to be bent in this fashion here with the arm pulled up back behind you there. Easy way to dislocate your shoulder, easy way to break an arm, easy way to twist a wrist, sprain a wrist. A lot of very dangerous things that can happen in a situation like this.
Ridgeway, similar in size, a little bit smaller than Lawlor. So he's going here, trying to get that rear naked choke locked in. And it is Lawlor now struggling, finally able to get free. Shoulders are down, and uh-oh.
How did we get here? Wow.
And it is suddenly Ridgeway. Oh boy.
That is, you get tied up like a pretzel. That's a pretzel knot right there. And I don't know where you go from here. Tom Lawlor in control of the feet, in control of the arms. Chris Ridgeway literally just having to muscle his way out of it.
And again, going after the left leg and holding on as tight as he can to Lawlor's left leg and ankle. And now it is Ridgeway transitioning into modified half crab.
Well, I know for a fact that Filthy Tom was at Bellator last night watching former Warrior Wrestling star Jake Hager in action. And, you've got to think that it's in Tom's head right now, so recently removed from watching those Bellator fights. He's got to be hankering to get in there and beat somebody up.
Lawlor delivering strikes to the left hamstring of the UK import Chris Ridgeway, making his Warrior Wrestling debut. And look where he goes again. It's like there's a magnet on Lawlor's left leg, just going after the ankle, and that is the game plan for Ridgeway.
You gotta pick a part of the body. You gotta work it. I'm impressed by that. I'm surprised. I'm impressed that he's not dropping the strategy, and he's going in there and he's sticking to the plan. We'll see if it pays off.
Gut wrench suplex by Lawlor, and the pace of this matchup. Sometimes you see guys grappling, you see in close combat, and you say, well, they're not doing much, but the exertion, the energy that you expend with in close quarter fighting like these two have been doing. Look at Ridgeway, he's collapsed on the outside of the ring trying to catch his breath.
Well, you note how this is Ridgeway's debut match here at Warrior Wrestling, also Tom Lawlor's debut match here, and beyond a game of one-upsmanship here, and both been wanting to walk away with a little bit more coin in their pocket with the winner's purse. This is a match for either guy to send a statement about main event title picture here. You say MLW champion, hell, way ho!
Lawlor pulling that one. You usually don't see Lawlor fly like that.
That's right. Again, it's like I thought that after Tom Lawlor worked Ridgeway down, ground and pound on the mat, we were going to start to see him expand his repertoire a bit here. I mean, it's easier to fly like that. It's easier to do those kinds of moves when you know your opponent is largely immobilized.
Taking the fight to the outside. And this thing could start to break down from a respectful catch wrestling encounter to perhaps more of a brawl. And let's face it here, they don't call Tom Lawlor filthy for nothing.
These referees here tonight being very, very relaxed when it comes to this 10 count on the outside of the ring.
Where's Lawlor going?
Taking him up the entrance ramp here.
Oh boy! I think I could feel that one over here.
Resonates in your chest. Like I said, though, this is a chance for either man here to pick up a victory and make a case or start to make a case for why they belong in that world title picture.
Right across the chest in Ridgeway. Collapsing, trying to catch his breath. Lawlor's got his hands on a chair.
He's taking it up here onto the entrance ramp.
Rules could be out the window here in this one. Ridgeway, take a seat, my good man.
Yeah, what is the referee going to do to get control? Look at that dramatic shot there.
Lawlor trying to get the crowd fired up. Ridgeway able to catch him. And now it is Ridgeway. Those kicks I was telling you about earlier on, Nick.
Vicious kicks here, and you can see Filthy Tom rocking back and forth, and he is down. And you got to win this match in the ring. It is time to get these two back in the ring here.
Tom Lawlor and Chris Ridgeway.
And the referee has begun his 10 count.
Apparently he's had enough. Oh, snap suplex by Ridgeway.
And Tom Lawlor wincing in pain right now.
Referees to the 6 count. Ridgeway struggling back to the ring. Lawlor trying to get back to his feet. Ridgeway rolls in. Lawlor, oh boy,
gonna have to hurry.
Lawlor just tumbled down off the entrance ramp at the 9 count. Can he get there?
And the referee's going to give him credit here. That's it. He beat the 10 count.
Oh my God, dragon screw! Dragon screw by Ridgeway.
And 2 big boots right to the face there.
A handstand kick. And Ridgeway's found the opening he's wanted. Rolling Lawlor back into the ring. Ridgeway looking for that extra boost of energy. Here come those kicks.
Just Just absolutely brutalizing that chest of Filthy Tom.
Another snap suplex, float over to the cover, but Lawlor is able to get free. Ridgeway into the...
And could this be it? Filthy Tom Lawlor showing a lot of pain in his face here.
Well,
Ankle lock.
Yeah, Ridgeway has the heel hook, ankle lock. Can't really tell exactly what it is from here, but targeting the left leg, targeting the ankle.
Sticking to the plan, Rich.
Oh, look at that. Oh, wow. That was like a figure 4 hammer lock back suplex.
What
the best way I can describe that.
What a huge win this would be for Chris Ridgeway if he is able to pick up the victory here over Filthy Tom.
Cover. Has the leg hooked and
Oh, I thought he had him there. That was a hair's length away.
Back to the leg. And Lawlor desperately reaching out, trying to grasp hold of the bottom rope. Ridgeway drags him right back to the center. Lawlor able to roll to his back. And Ridgeway now raining down the strikes. Oh my God!
Transition.
Rear naked choke! Lawlor has it in tight! Lawlor has it in tight, and Ridgeway is tapping out. That's enough.
What a brutal contest here between these two men.
Our main event tonight comes to us from Warrior Wrestling The Stadium Series Night 2, and it is a battle of agile, incredible heavyweights. It's Jake Something versus Sam Adonis.
And, we've talked about it before. Adonis is a much bigger man than sometimes you realize. I mean, he's tall, he's jacked. He doesn't necessarily look like it from afar, but when you're up close, you really get a sense of how big Adonis is. But look at him in comparison to Jake Something.
Yeah, absolutely, Rich. I was just thinking the same thing. I was sitting in the back with Sam, chatting before the show, watching him lace up his boots, and those boots got to be 3 feet tall with the big old thighs and the big old calves that he's got on the legs there. And, to see him next to Jake Something and see Jake Something cast that shadow, I mean, it really tells you about how big this guy is here. And Sam Adonis, early on, looking like he's already struggling to try to keep some control here against Jake Something. Brutal. Feel that power.
And of course, Adonis trying to claim that Jake Something took him down by the what kind of hairdo would you call that?
With Jake Something, we call that
No. I'm talking about Adonis. Adonis is saying that Jake Something grabbed a hold of his hair and threw him down to the mat.
Sam Adonis has what we would call like a relaxed mohawk.
A relaxed mohawk.
A relaxed mohawk here. Yeah, it's very good for your speed. Cuts down the resistance on the sides.
So you're saying it's aerodynamic?
It's a very aerodynamic haircut, 100%. That's the thing about Sam Adonis. He's a veteran. Every part of his game is refined, from down to the moves, to the personality, and even his hair, Rich, plays in his favor. Can't grab the side of the hair of the head on the side of the head if it doesn't exist.
Exciting night of wrestling on tap here tonight in Chicago. This is our opening contest, and
again, he went to throw Jake Something, and Jake Something just stopped him dead in his tracks.
On tap tonight, we will see a number 1 contenders matchup.
Yeah, the Rascals here, all 3 of them going to be in the ring tonight, going heads up to try to figure out which one of them is going to take on the winner of Brian Pillman Jr. versus Warhorse in the final of the Stadium Series events next Saturday night.
Also an exciting women's match on the way tonight. Kimberly in action.
Oh, yeah. Kimberly in action taking on Jordan Grace, 2 of the heaviest hitting women in all of professional wrestling. Going to drop down and get brutal here tonight at Warrior Wrestling.
Jake Something taking charge here in this one. So you mentioned the matchup between Jordan Grace And Kimberly, of course, everybody with their eye now on Kylie Rae.
Oh, of course, Kylie Rae winning the Warrior Wrestling Women's Championship at the last show, defeating Tessa Blanchard. I haven't heard anything about Tessa reappearing at Warrior Wrestling anytime soon, so it would seem Kylie Rae definitively on top of the mountain there. And now it is time for new challengers to step up. It is time for new competition here at Warrior Wrestling for Kylie Rae. And look at Sam Adonis here, finally getting some spirit in him, powering out of that corner here. Wow. Oh, my goodness.
Incredible strength by Jake Something.
Wow, Jake Something there, just throwing him like a baseball.
Nearly 300 pounds, full speed ahead. Into the cover, and a kick out at 2 by Adonis.
Very close there. Man, I've never seen anyone manhandle Sam Adonis like that, just throwing him across the ring.
Jake Something trained at the Ring of Honor dojo. Trained in Pennsylvania, later on at the Can-Am dojo in Canada, obviously.
Yeah, and Jake Something, you know, we talk about his match that he had here with Joey Janela. He has, wow, oh, look at that follow-up there by Sam Adonis, staying right on top of him like syrup on pancakes.
Able to catch Jake Something, at least momentarily stunned him, but Adonis, shot right to the bridge of the nose, and Adonis,
Yeah, I love this. It's like parkour, Rich.
I don't know if you heard the leather lung. You get a blockbuster off the top rope. And look how smart Jake Something is. Rolling out of position, rolling out of the ring, and Adonis not even a pinfall attempt.
Well, I think Adonis knows that right
now. Wait a minute, heads up. Adonis winding up. Here he comes. Over the top.
Oh, wow. Oh, man, planted him with that Hurricane Rana right outside the ring. Adonis here outside the ring right now, showboating, having his photo taken as Jake Something lays out of, there we go, there it is. Jake Something here getting to his feet.
Adonis with that dive over the top, and as you said, a flying head scissors. Adonis in charge right now. Another shot to the bridge of the nose, and looking for some quarter is Jake Something, and Adonis on the ring apron here, something dangerous in mind, no doubt.
Very precarious moment here.
Oh, can he get Jake Something up and over? And right now the answer is no. Wow, what a stiff forearm.
And Sam Adonis is completely unprepared for this in this moment. I don't think that he took Jake Something as seriously as maybe he should have.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, no! Wow, that's a good way to snap your spine in half, Rich.
Dropped him right on the ring apron.
And this just shows you the lengths that Jake Something is willing to go in order to pick up a big victory here. Of course, Jake Something has been grinding it on the independents here for some time. He's also been, of course, in Impact Wrestling. But for him, he needs a win like this to show he can also be a main eventer, that he can sell out Kurokucon Hall, that he can sell out Arena Mexico.
Well, Sam Adonis, of course, has made a big name for himself in Mexico, as you mentioned. Has competed around the globe and continues to build the name for himself in the United States. There's an inside-out, or an outside-in suplex, I should say.
Very impressive.
And Jake Something rolling into the cover. Leg is hooked. Both legs hooked, and it's still not enough. Adonis down to 2.
Jake Something really pounded away at Adonis's back there. You know, you watch how aggressively he went after Adonis on the outside there, dropping him across that ring apron, and now here on the inside, pulling him in.
And a clothesline sending Adonis to the outside.
And don't be surprised here if we see Jake Something fly. You know, he is a big man, but albatrosses can fly too.
In the meantime, Adonis trying to shake off the effects of being dumped to the outside. Here comes Something, the big 747, up and over he goes!
Wow! What an incredible move there by Jake Something as you watch the sunset here in Chicago Heights right behind him. A beautiful setting for tonight's action. It is a little frigid, of course, tonight. We are looking at 57 degrees here, and it's going to drop to about 52.
Oh, whoa! Right into the trash can.
You think about all the beer bottles or anything that could be in there, anything wet.
Luckily, we're just getting underway, so there's not much in there yet.
Well, just saying. Some people got it going earlier.
Well, that's true, yeah.
Turnt members of Warrior Wrestling.
Should mention that the third and final Stadium Series event is a week from tonight. Tickets are available at warriorwrestling.net. And we do invite you to come out. Nick, you were saying we're expecting some warmer temperatures next week. Not that it's bad right now, but it is a little cool.
It's a little crisp.
Hold on here. Forearm smash. Cover. Trying to put it away. And no. Again, Adonis able to power out.
And you just, you got to feel for Jake Something here right now. This is such a big opportunity for him. He's shown so much here in Warrior Wrestling already. And, I don't think he even feels this weather, Rich. I don't think he knows it's 57 degrees. When you're in there and you're battling back and forth, these two behemoths, you feel that adrenaline coursing through your body, and you just put everything else out of your mind. And another big devastating blow to the back of Sam Adonis.
And still a kick out at 2. Side suplex. Planted Adonis, and it looked like he came down hard on his right shoulder. You can see him kind of favoring his right arm.
Yeah, I noticed that as well.
So we'll see if Jake Something's able to take advantage of that. Here in our opening matchup here tonight at Warrior Wrestling.
It looks like he's calling for something here. He's calling for Adonis to get to his feet, and he is ready to throw some loaded fists right there. Forearm across the jaw.
Maybe caught Adonis with a bit of the elbow as well right there.
Yeah, he's throwing the whole meat hawk right at him right now.
Jake Something says, I don't have fancy names for my moves. Lariats, all the roughneck goodies you can think of. And I think that's an apt description for, for Jake Something. Another gigantic forearm smash, and I'm surprised he didn't go for the cover, simply into a chinlock, Nick.
I think both of these men know how tough the other man is, and you're going to have to really grind away. If you go for a pinfall or a submission too early, you give your opponent a chance there to prove something on you. Maybe cut your momentum a little bit off. If you've got a series of moves that you're thinking of maybe trying to bring down on your opponent.
Did Adonis just grab the right ear of Jake Something? Was he pulling at the ear?
He's a desperate man, Rich, and I got to think. What is Sam Adonis thinking as he's getting wrenched away right there? He's a main eventer from all over the world. Here he is opening the show, and he's getting dragged by Jake Something.
Well, Something misses with the clothesline again. Adonis ducks under the flying shoulder tackle. Adonis may be starting to heat up. What's he got in mind? Death Valley driver.
And he snapped it. Did you notice the snap he put off the neck there?
Taking his time, though.
Oh, wow. Sam Adonis is calling for that 450.
Is he going to fly?
He very rarely ever pulls this one out. This has got to be a big match, a big moment for him.
Oh, wait a minute. Jake Something to his feet. Up on the second turnbuckle and tosses Adonis a big suplex. Now, who has the advantage?
I think back to Friday Night Lights, that main event there. Brian Cage, Jeff Cobb, Lance Archer, and Sam Adonis finding themselves involved in that match as well. And Sam Adonis was the man who took the pinfall in that the last chance he really had at a main event match.
Referee up to the 6 count. They have till 10 to get to their feet. Adonis using the ropes to pull himself up. Now to the 8 count, Something is to his feet. And we will continue this matchup. Who do you think has the edge here?
I got to give it to Jake Something right now. I think Jake Something's the young, hungry buck. I have a lot of respect for Sam Adonis here right now, but I think he underestimated Jake Something. I think he's coming in, I agree with you. He's a little cocky. I think he has every right to be cocky. Sam Adonis is a great wrestler.
Oh,
he's too emotional right now. And look at that. He's getting caught up in these big punches.
Oh my
right on
God!
the top of his head, Rich.
Spiked him! And Adonis still able to kick out. My God!
That is muscle memory, Rich.
That was reflex.
I thought he was done for. That spike, the way he dropped him square on top.
Oh, wow, what a spear.
Like a train.
Adonis close to the ropes, Something into the cover. Now, it sounds odd to keep saying Something into the cover, but Jake Something, that's his name.
That's how you got to call it, Rich. You got to call it down the middle. And look.
Reminds me of I was at a show once, and Something Corporate was the opening band. And somebody said, well, who are these guys? And I said, Something Corporate. No. Who are they? What are they called? And I said, it's Something Corporate.
Great.
Yeah, it was,
Who's on first?
Oh, my God, what a clothesline. It really was.
Yeah.
I thought I was disparaging said band. Hold on here. Pile driver on the way. No. Oh, my God. Wow. It's still not enough.
How much more punishment can Sam Adonis take? I mean, what happened here? Did he stop working out? I mean, why is Sam Adonis not on his game here tonight? This guy has gotten.
Well, hold on. You're saying he's not on his game, and he just kicked out of a gigantic power bomb.
Yeah, but
what do you mean he's not on his game?
He got caught in that gigantic power bomb. I think it was up to Sam Adonis. He's not getting power bomb, Rich. He's allowing himself to get beat up right now, beat down.
Go ahead, let's go.
Jake Something with the crowd behind him, but Adonis, was playing possum there, STO.
And now Sam's got to put something together here. This is his moment.
What's he got in mind here? Thought he was going for a brain buster instead. Plants Jake something with a suplex, and wow! 2 3/4 that time, Nick.
Tightening it up there, Sam Adonis is with Jake Something. Man, two of the biggest heavy hitters in all of pro wrestling and all of Warrior Wrestling for sure. Man, you know, I know Sam Adonis coming out here complaining about having to open this show up tonight, but what a heck of an opener for the fans
hold on
here
here.
in
This is
Chicago
the
Ice.
second time that
What is
Adonis
Sam
has gone to the
thinking?
top rope, and for a second time, Jake Something able to cut him off at the pass. That elbow landed right in the temple.
This is never where you want to be, Rich.
Adonis, except for that post right there, would be down on the football field.
Yes, he would. Spiked.
That ring post was the only thing holding him up there. Now Jake Something.
No, this is where referee should intervene. What the heck is Jake Something thinking here?
Well, taking an awful long time, and hold on now, Adonis for a third time up top by himself. Here he comes. 450 splash. Adonis, is that enough? Yes, he got him.
Wow. It's Sam Adonis.
And after the match, Warrior Wrestling's own Val Capone caught up with Sam for a brief comment.
All right, so welcome back to Warrior, Sam. We missed you last show. How's it feel to come back?
Well, it's obvious Warrior missed me.
Yeah.
Because the one time I'm not here in Chicago, the devil himself comes and brings a magnificent storm. All these idiots had to hang out in the rain and watch Kylie against Tessa, which I'm sure was a great match.
It was.
But it wasn't a Sam Adonis match. Now, night 2 of the Stadium Series, I'm here, the fans are happy, I'm victorious, and I'm ready for a goddamn rematch. Hillman's getting title contender after title contender, and I've been here since day 1, and they're not signing the dotted line. I don't know if they're scared, I don't know if I'm too controversial, but I know I deserve it.
Well, maybe I'll have to have a talk with Warrior management and see what we can do for you.
You might be surprised in what you get in return.
Uh-oh.
As always, Sam Adonis is a one and only. Well, congratulations to Sam and Jake on an incredible performance. That's it for today. Thank you to our sponsors, Wrestling Travel and the High Spots Wrestling Network. We'll see you on the next episode of Warrior Wrestling's Greatest Matches.